Hello and welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix for 2021. Let's get rolling. I'm choosing the Mercedes and I've already got a Valtteri from another year, so I'm going with Hamilton this time around. And first thing I'm going to do is fully max out this tuning, and there's the price. $3,313,100 That's what you'll need to max out the spa tuning. That will not be enough to finish the whole event, but that's what I'm going to do until I have to spend gold. And we're not going to go through every single stage. I'm going to just focus on a few highlights here and there. So, stage 1.2, and this is kind of funny. This is going to end really fast because I'm going to go lawnmower mode and cut across the grass, and that's the end of the stage. And so, you can do stuff like that if you want to. Doesn't really matter, honestly. This one is, well, actually, I'm pretty sure this is really similar. Stage 2.1. You're going to notice for this whole video, I'm going to put the stage that I'm doing in the top left-hand corner. We're not going to do all stages. That was just some fun. Now let's get into some stages where there could be more problems. Like, this is kind of weird. That you might find this confusing. I'm curious if this happens to you as well. I don't know that I've ever had this happen. What's going to happen here? There is a few oddities in this particular series. Some of it is glitches. Some of it could be stuff that they're adding to the game and they have not told us about. So it's really strange. Some of it makes sense to me. Some of it does not. And so what's going to happen in stage 2.2 for me does not make sense. I'm pretty mad at first, and then I just gotta let it go because, well, you'll see in a matter of a few seconds. But there's, in my opinion, there's some things that weren't necessarily communicated very well. I'll just say it that way. But you know what? That's what I'm here for. And so that's why I'm doing this video, is to fill in some of the gaps and some confusions you might have. So my time's winding down. I gotta finish this in time. Okay, great. I'm done in time. And what? What do you mean I failed? And what do you mean I passed? Wink, wink? I don't know. I don't get it, guys. So, moving on. So, stage 2.3. Okay, I decided to have some fun with this one. It's a average speed, and we're going to hit the required average speed very quickly. That's a big advantage of doing a full tuning right away. I'm not going to do any bot slowing. I'm just going to go, go, go. I'm not worried about this being difficult at all. And lawnmower mode. Let's keep that average speed just cooking, baby. And yeah, I finished with a little bit more than required. Stage 2.4, again, what's with that? It didn't say anything about no damage, but one thing I noticed, if you hit someone and then pass them, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail almost everywhere in this particular event. So if you do a smash and pass, you'll fail, but if you smash someone and don't pass, you don't necessarily fail. That's new. I have not seen that in this game before. So, I don't know what's up. I don't know if they changed something or if this is a glitch. But in a way, it's not a bad idea though, right? Like in real life racing, if you smash and pass, other than NASCAR, you're going to get in trouble for smash and pass. But in NASCAR, that's just kind of the way it is. It's kind of like a boys have at it attitude. That's literally what it is. And so, yeah, just watch yourself. If you're failing stages because you contacted someone, that seems to be a thing, even though I don't recall it saying anything about damage. At least not in a lot of the stages this happened to me in. But there we go. Nothing wrong with 2.4 if you just don't smash around. This is an interesting one as well, stage 3.2. So, I sometimes like to drive forwards while looking backwards. I thought I'd just show you a full lap of what I'm doing. You might, if you follow me, you might know that I don't own any 2021 cars yet. I've been waiting for a recommended PR event, and it just doesn't seem to be coming. I asked if there's going to be any recommended PR events, and I'm not getting an answer. Gosh, I really hope it's not going to be Monaco, because that would be brutal. So I just thought I'd take you through a lap, and these cars, I don't know, these 2021s feel a little bit differently to me. Like, so I didn't expect to lose it there. So that's kind of interesting. And I think I might end up losing it somewhere else yet. Kind of embarrassing, honestly, but this is what I'm trying to do, though, is I'm not trying to show you guys perfect runs. I'm just trying to show you, okay, mistakes can happen. This is Puan Corner, and that's a weird place to slide out. So I might just not be optimizing the car yet. Puan Corner is a horrible place to slide out because you're just going to slide for so long. If I slide out and there's a wall nearby, I actually stay full throttle and bounce off the wall. You can bounce off walls and not get damaged a lot of the time in this game. But bouncing off a car, yeah, you're going to get damaged. So I'm looking at that timer of mine thinking, gosh, I don't know. It's getting kind of low. I had 2 pretty major mistakes, so you know what's going to happen, don't you? Yes, lawnmower mode. And you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about stuff like this. Some people get really, oh, look at that. That's cool. Some people get really upset about that kind of stuff. And this is just about me earning a car. So don't feel bad if you want to do stuff like that. Okay, so this particular event, we've got to watch the tire degradation. So a big thing here is just don't skid. Okay, don't get all 4 tires off track. 2 tires off track might actually increase the degradation, but don't slide. So just take it a little bit easy. So what I'm going to do is areas that I think I probably could stay full throttle if I had the trajectory correct. I'm just going to lift a little bit. Just going to take it a little bit easy. And you can just see that these tires are not degrading very fast at all. By the way, there was some interesting glitches when it came to the lap counter as well. I had some races where it said that, oh, you know, you got to finish in this place by the end of this lap, and it would say 0 out of 1, and then suddenly it would just end. So there's a few little glitches in this particular event, and, well, there we go. It's not horrible, but there are some things that are strange. We're going to have, there's some things, sometimes I failed, and it made no sense at all as to why I failed. So this is a better job of me doing a lap here. There we go, and you can see my tires are not degrading very much at all, like 95%. That's very slow degradation. And again, my timer's getting lower, but let's just see what happens here. I can't remember, did this one say no off track? Well, let's just see what happens here. I think I might have enough time, so I'll take it really careful. There. Very nice lap. I never went off track. Yes, I had 2 tires off track, and if you watch real racing and you pay attention to real racing, you'll see lots of times that guys take 2 tires off track. So take it easy. Okay, one thing they don't really explain to you is where the sectors are. They say, finish this before sector 1, finish that before sector 2, and they don't tell you where they are. Sorry guys, that's a major oversight. So here you go. Here's a sector map. I'm not 100% sure if they're obeying this sector map, but the yellow section is sector 1. So we're just going through Eau Rouge and Radion, and we're heading up Kemmel. And so right before the next corner is where sector 1 will end. Now I'm going to be a little bit more careful just because I've had some weird oddities with some of this. So apparently I could now pass, but I just decided, you know, I'm going to be a little bit more careful. I really didn't want to tap this guy and pass him because I've been failed for that. So I'm just really spying this out, looking for a nice overtaking zone. Puan Corner should be a wonderful overtaking zone. Little tap, not a major tap though. I didn't take him out. I didn't do the pit maneuver, and there you go. I finished that one without a problem. Finish at least first place. Oh, what's higher than first place, pray do tell? I guess you could lap people, but I'm sorry guys, that's just downright silly. Okay, so again, here's the map, because I believe this one said something about Sector 2. And now, if you've seen my channel before, you know what I'm about to say. These aren't meters, these aren't yards, these are Roman cubits. So draft for 6,000 Roman cubits. You can tell, because one lap, I believe, is 7,004 meters. So I should not get 6,000 meters until I'm almost done this lap. Well, you'll see. So, to make it easier, a Roman cubit is a very strange unit of measure. They did not do this on purpose. They can't explain how it happened. But when I started researching this, the Roman cubit is the closest measurement you're going to find. It's like within a centimeter of what's actually going on here. Basically, for every meter you travel, you're getting credited 2.5 meters. So there you go. I've already filled up my drafting, and I don't even think I did half a lap. So, downright silly. Okay, so we're still looking at that, getting past Sector 2, which, as you can see, there's a bit of almost an S's section, like not quite, but we're coming up to it now, this section where there's a couple of turns, and kind of as we get onto that, not really a back straight, but the back speed section. So right at this turn here is where Sector 2 will end. And then I can just set up my pass. And so I'm going to get some drafting here, try to set up a nice clean pass. Come on, buddy. And I'm being careful. I noticed that the bots are always braking, not for this corner, but for the next corner. You never need to brake here in a Formula One car, but they do. So there we go. Nice and clean. Taking everything nice and easy. And that sector map was there, so you can go back and refer to that if you need to. And that'll be the end of stage 4.2. Not much of a problem there. 4.4, longer stage. I'm not going to show you everything, but my tires, you need to finish this one before the tires hit 0. Again, don't skid. Take it easy. And that's just what I'm trying to show you here. As you can see, I'm getting out of the throttle earlier. I'm braking a little bit more. It's really not a hard stage unless you were really reckless on lap 1. If you were, well, not lap 1, but the first lap of this particular stage, if you were skidding like crazy, sliding off track, just start the stage over. Take it easy. Relax and just, here I am lapping people. So you can see it's not a very difficult stage. I don't believe there's a time requirement on this one. You know what? I don't remember. I don't think there was any time requirements. So you see what I did there? A little tap like that can just help them to get out of the race line. And then I was slowing down more than I usually would. Again, I'm at 20% tires. Like, not wanting to risk this here at 21%. And there we go. Still not much of a problem. There we go. Nice, no trouble. I decided I have extra tires. And this one is kind of another strange one I found. Yeah, we're going to zoom ahead here. Watch this. You tell me why I fail. What? What happened? I don't get it. Anyways, I eventually passed it without an issue. Just really weird. That one I'm sliding around a bit. And yeah, so this is me finishing that stage without an issue. Really strange. I don't get it. Okay, moving on. 5.3. And this particular one, again, you gotta watch. Here we go. Great example. Heavy contact. I pass him. I fail. Why? It didn't say it was gonna happen. Okay, here we are. Check it out. Take notice of where we are in the circuit. And so we just hit the top of Kemmel when I started drafting. That means I should not be done drafting till I'm pretty much at that exact point, right? Because this is supposed to be 7,000 meters and one lap is 7,004. Now there's multiple things going on here. You can't go over 190 miles an hour or 306 kilometers an hour. You don't have to win this race, but you know me, I want to win. So what do? I gotta stay out of that throttle. I gotta watch the throttle watch my speed very closely. Bots are driving like morons. And this is I've been finishing aggressively, and this guy's just driving like a doofus. I mean, come on, man, just pull over and get out of the way already. Anyhow, there is a fuel requirement. I stayed pretty heavy, and you're gonna see, I'll show you this whole thing, like we might skip a little bit here, but I've lost him. I'm not even steady drafting. I've lost the draft, and you know, we're over half a lap at this point, but I have not been drafting the whole time because I lost the draft. You watch how fast 500 meters fills up. It's kind of crazy. So here I'll catch it because they're horrible at these corners. That's where the bots are just ridiculous. Now I'm going to have to get out of the throttle heading to Eau Rouge. Look at that. See, I'm feathering. I'm watching that speed. Punch it for a bit. And then feather up Kemmel. And yeah, the fuel's winding down very quickly, but fuel's kind of weird in this game. If you paid attention to fuel on different events, sometimes it rolls by very quickly, sometimes not so much. I don't think it's a fixed thing. So anyhow, in these required PR events, you're usually not going to encounter anything difficult. It's just not going to happen. Like here I am, stage 5.3. This is going to be I've leveled out from my PR. So now this is as far as you can go with your maxed out spa tuning. Now it's next thing they're going to ask you to do is spin gold. So we're going to take a look at that. But still, it's really easy for me to do this, even though I've got a speed limit, a limiter on my speed. Well, there's not a limiter, I can exceed the speed, but I'm going to fail the stage if I do that. And yeah, fuel's winding down, but I'm still keeping it pretty heavy in the throttle, and I'm not worried one bit. So in case you're having trouble, I just wanted to show you the whole thing here. Again though, if you're going off track a lot or if you're skidding a lot, you'll be wasting more fuel because you'll be full throttle but not really traveling very far. So again, watch that, watch your skidding, watch going off track. So here we go. Here's where I've got to do some additional tunings. And again, we're going to kind of blur it out. I'm spending 239 gold. I took my principal to level 9 and I took my driver to level 3. That's what I did. There's other ways to do it. That's what I did. And we're going to take a look here at the last race. It's kind of interesting. They have you sliding out and you get overtaken. And you can't get overtaken again. Now, here's where it gets kind of stupid. Sorry, guys, but you know, there's things I find stupid. Watch. Damage. I don't recall it saying anything about that. But again, if you hit someone and overtake him, you're going to fail. I have never seen this before in Real Racing 3. I'm okay with it now that I understand it, but I do not recall this being communicated. Sorry if I missed the communication, but there you go. That's the explanation. Now that's dangerous. He just totally took himself out. That's very dangerous to enter Eau Rouge that way, and well, there you go. You shouldn't have done that. Now I can't go off track for this stage if I recall correctly, so I just won't. Here's the thing. This is the last race, and if you know me, you know that I want to do victory donuts. That's a big deal for me, is to get in some victory donuts. I don't know if it's because I've, different times in my life, I've watched a lot of NASCAR, and donuts are something you do at the end of a NASCAR race. But anyhow, we've got to squeeze in some donuts. I mean, it's just got to happen. So I'm being careful. Whoa, no. Okay, obviously I can go off track. Okay. I'm wanting to really get a big lead here. Now here's the thing. I'm going to be catching up on lapped traffic soon, and I found out the hard way. If you pass lapped traffic and let them pass you back, you fail. That's stupid. I'm not being passed for position if it's lapped traffic. That is stupid. But, oh well, okay. It is time to fill in some donuts. And take a look at how close this guy is to me. And it's like, oh no, ME7 is very nervous. Am I going to get overtaken? Will I fail? Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Ah! Anyway, well, he's really close to overtaking me, and he's really on my bumper. This Red Bull car, he's fast. Like, wow, we're getting hooked up here, and we're really in the draft. So this is really surprising me. In other years, ooh no, oh boy. In the 2020 season, the Red Bull and the Mercedes were very closely matched. The Mercedes would get slightly better lap times. Here, that Red Bull, he's all over my tail, man. But he's a bot. Bots suck at the corners. So we won't see much more of him. And I just need to be careful and not to go too crazy. So I got in some victory donuts. Can I fit in any more? Or can I do something else a little bit glorious? Because you know me, I like to do stunting. One of the things I love about Real Racing 3 is the handling dynamics and how they vary greatly from car to car. If you've been following my channel, you know I've been really loving the Volkswagen, or the Volkswagen. I recently fully upgraded it, and I've just been having a blast in that thing. It handles differently than every single other car in the game. So anyhow, these cars are also quite unique. I like these cars an awful lot, honestly. So here we go. I'm coming. Oh, that wasn't great, but I got enough of a lead. I can do some sort of a glorious finish. Let's do a figure 8 type of a thing here. Awesome. Let's see it again. Slow motion. One more thing to show you that you can go over $5 million M with bonus amounts. You could also do this with purchases. So you might have noticed I had a huge amount of M dollars. Well, please like, please subscribe, check out the links. Bye-bye.